And welcome back to another edition of the John Wayne Search Protector podcast, 6040 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I'm Alex Midway, since we're doing that. And I'm pretty sure I sound like a prepubescent boy with my voice just crackling when I said that. So,
Well,
never doing that again.
Fortunately for you, there is no client list, so you're all clear.
We got to talk about that. My God. I think, what is it, last week on the episode? I joked, I'm like, dude, there's no way these guys are ever going to burn their hats. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know if that's AI generated or what it is, but I've seen a lot of pushback with a lot of dudes not big fans of Trump because of his whole Epstein list.
Yeah, this is, and bear with me, it's a little bit of a stretch. This feels very Luigi-esque in that this is something bringing both sides together, where everyone's like, no.
Yeah, if you're going to talk about this and you're going to flame the last administration for not doing it, and Kash Patel, Don Jr., they're all out there like, why are you not releasing it? There's only one reason you wouldn't release it. This is the only reason. They're all pedos. And Trump's like, no, let's move on. No, man.
Are you still talking about this guy? The day after Bondi said, oh yeah, there is no list, even though I clearly said there was a list on my desk.
It's like, you come out to your friends and be like, bro, I'm throwing this rager. I rented this mansion, got nothing but these top 10 broads, drugs, everything. I'm even paying everyone 10 grand to show up. And then the next day, dude, you still talking about that? That's not happening. You can't just pivot that quick, build it up so high as a hype man, and wasn't me.
Yeah, no, you're, this is causing some problems with them, for now, where even Bannon said something along the lines of, he was like, you have to release it. We're going to lose 40 seats in the House.
But you're losing them regardless.
Yeah, that's one of those, stop. You can only get so erect.
Yeah. Did you see, what's it called? Representative Mo Khanna, his vote?
Was that the 7-5?
Yeah, that's the guy who came out and he said, hey man, why don't we have a House vote on it? And so it's a rules committee, so he brought that up. He's going to make an amendment to something about crypto. And he's like, hey man, why don't we let the House decide and put it to a vote whether Pam Bondi should release this whole thing? And 7-5 was a split. It was against to say no. The 5 people who voted, 4 were Democrats, 1 was a Republican. And as far as the 7 people who voted no, 1,000,000% all Republicans. So that should tell you something right there. It's not the evil Democrats.
And the best part, who was leading that vote to vote it down was Virginia Fox. And she's been pretty terrible forever. And at the young spry age of 82 years old, another reason to get these fossilized turds out of politics. Honestly, anything after 65, I think you should just be booted immediately.
At 70 years old, you got to retake the driving test every 5 years. Listen, dude, you're not working anymore. You're forgetting where gas and brake is, and your lenses look like a Hubble telescope. You need to go back in and prove you can still drive, homie.
Yeah, but make laws that you're going to be dead before they ever take effect? Absolutely. Zero issues with that, right? No, absolutely not. But you have to have an age limit on politics.
Yeah, they're wheeling you around like freaking Weekend at Bernie's. It's like, come on, man. No. Did you hear all the mental gymnastics that MAGA is doing for this one?
I have seen a couple diehards immediately come out and go, okay, well, even if there was a list, how he's helping this country, it's obviously he shouldn't be doing that with children, but he's still my president. And you're like, cool. You are in a cult. There's no other. What other job can you have if you found out your boss was like, oh man, no, he's great, I'm making money. It was like, but I also like to diddle kids. There's no other job in the world.
Mind you, the fact is, like, no evidence was released that he did diddle kids. I mean, all signs point to yes, but still, like, they're like, hey, man, he's not releasing a list. Like, yeah, he probably did diddle some kids, but this one's cool with me. Like, what about COVID? There's a bunch of doctors talking like, that's fake news. Like, Jesus, man. Like, this one you're so easily convinced about, but everything else, like, not enough evidence. It's all lies.
Yeah, it's alarming that those people get to walk around and breathe our air. It's.
Did you see the president though?
Ooh, did
he came out on Truth Social, and he had a big. I mean, that's a great thing about Truth Social. There's no 140 character limit, so he's just ranting and raving, caps locks engaged half the time. And he's like, listen, I'm not releasing this list. He's like, this list was made by Obama. It was made by Biden. It was made by all these people. And he was just there to smear me. Like, well, first of all, that says there is a list. And that says you are on it. And there are some bad things written about you. So that's fine. But I noticed an interaction, and I thought this was hilarious. So this is something off the old Twitter. This one guy posts up, he's like, only Democrats are pedos. One guy's like, so, is that why Trump's covering up a list? To protect the Democrats? Original poster's response. He obviously thinks the list was actually written by Democrats and is fake. The guy replied, like, so, just to put this 100% clear, the Democrats made a fake Epstein client list of themselves, and now Trump is stopping it from coming out. The gymnastics, the backflips you have to do to justify this.
It's absolute insanity that these people get to vote, and like their vote counts as much as ours. There should really be. As much as everybody's been pounding the table on that side, we're like, you got to show a birth certificate and a stool sample and thumbprints and AI face to vote. Like, you just have to answer 10 simple questions.
It's the Earth cloud. Like, yes. Like, okay, here's your crayon.
Yeah. Yep. And you can just put that right in that dumpster over there. That's where we're keeping the special ones.
Like, they should give you a different pen. You go through the motions, but you're just too dumb to know it doesn't count. Like, it says number 2 pencil only, and they hand you, like, a marker. You're like, oh, sweet. Like, Trump 2028. Like, fair enough, buddy.
All right. Now back to the gas station you're supposed to be working at. There you go.
I'm going to put a triangle where it says circle. Like, that's definitely the right pen for you, kid.
I'm not letting some test tread on me. Oh, world's burning. I don't know, man. This is terrible.
At least it's funny-ish, I guess. But, I mean, I got some feel-good news, but let's get to it. Let's start off with a mighty Tesla ticker. I was looking at this yesterday. We were at 310 on Thursday. It had gone up. Now it's come back down. So we're kind of sitting statically at 310. It hasn't really changed since last week. And that's despite the news that Tesla's finally broken into the market in India. And they've released the Model Y. And the Model Y down there is $70,000. Do you know how much the Model Y is here?
I'm assuming it's also $70,000.
Slightly less.
Oh,
it starts at $45,000 here. So, the weird thing about tariffs, and this is why tariffs were kind of put away the first time the U.S. government started going nutty with them when they first thought about them, is when you tariff other countries, they can also tariff you. It's weird like that. And Tesla's getting hit with a 70% tariff on EVs and a 30% luxury tariff, so which bumps up the price from a reasonable $45,000 for an SUV to $70,000. But it's weird because Tesla's apparently supposed to pay all those things and not the consumers, but somehow finance in India is weird like that.
I would say that's kind of terrible for India, but at least India, who has over 1 billion, right? There's over 1 billion people in that country.
Quite a few.
Yeah. And at least now you know for sure who's really the a-hole. if they're buying it now.
Yeah. I mean, they also have a BYD that's currently allowed down there, which is heavily subsidized by China, and it's actually a pretty good car. And Elon used to laugh at them, but they are making some bangers.
Do you think the Tesla is a better car?
I don't know enough about the BYD. I know they are catching on. I honestly, as far as EVs in America, it's an amazing car. Like, it's really well done, and all the technology and everything else, as long as you're cool with the owner being a Hitlerite.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is where I'm going to draw the line. If I go to my favorite pizza place, then all of a sudden he starts spouting a bunch of nonsense about pedophiles and Jews and spits on me, chances are, no matter how good that pizza is, and I'm a big boy, you know I'm a sucker for punishment, I'm not going back to that pizza place, man.
My guy hands me the receipt and his hand goes up at a 45-degree angle. Like, nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, and as we've discussed, I have that face of a racist where MAGA tends to like immediately come over and be like, "Hey, brother."
Like, over?
Yeah. It's getting awfully dark around here, huh? Like, other side, pal.
So, yeah.
But at least there's probably peace in Ukraine or something, right? Like, we have some good news.
Oh, buddy. There is definitely some movement on the Ukraine front. Still no peace, but clearly we are fast approaching it. Over the weekend, fearless leaders, I think he's starting to understand that Vladimir Putin doesn't get the same tingle in his pants when he sees Trump as Trump gets in his pants when he sees Vladdy. And Trump came out and he says, like, listen, he's like, America's going to start sending Patriot missile systems, Patriot missile defense system, the interceptor missiles, but pretty much go in them, and billions of other weapons over to Ukraine. And what he ended up saying is, in a nutshell, we're going to make top-of-the-line weapons, and they'll be sent to NATO. And I don't think, first of all, it's going to be top-of-the-line, because he's come out and said that he's not even going to sell to allies the full model of the F-35, so I guess you don't have the heated seats in your Joint Strike Fighter, but otherwise some things will be there. But if he is doing it, and if it's not just lip service, I like it.
I mean, it's nice that he's finally, this week going to stick with the promises that we made Ukraine. Who knows what we'll be telling you on Thursday, but what good for him. The other side, at this point, if you're Zelensky, I mean, I guess all you can do is hope for the best, but you can't really also bank on it.
No. But I mean, at this point, like, you're punching above your weight class if you're Zelensky. You've kept this war going for over 3 years when people didn't even give you 3 weeks in the beginning. And the stuff that he's done and the fact that he's been there the entire time, and they're just trying to kill this man day in, day out. He's getting yelled at by some dude with a makeup tutorial on TikTok who somehow made vice president. Like, the amount of crow he's had to eat just to keep his country from actually being wiped off a map, like, it's freaking amazing. Kudos to that man.
Yeah, Spiderweb. To eat all that show from the White House just a couple months later to absolutely flabbergast the world.
Yeah.
It's,
Like, you got this ace in your back pocket, a full-on draw 4 in Uno, and this guy's telling you got no cards. Like, oh, you mother effer, if only just stick around. Like, I wish I could tell you right now, but I know you'll tell your boyfriend.
Yeah, how hard do you think it was just to get yelled at about, do you even own a suit, and never mention once about how he would have gotten dressed up, but Vance took all the eyeliner out of the makeup room or something. Like, so many barbs he could have gone after, or Trump's makeup, or that guy that reporter's dating now. It's just to be able to hold your tongue and let that go. I love Zelensky, man.
It's like Warren Buffett sitting in a bar in the middle of Minneapolis and some dude's telling him about the penny stocks that he's into. Like, God, I don't need this conversation right now. Like, bro, you could 20% ROIs. I'm telling you, bro. Like, swear to God. Let's talk a little bit more about this one, because the president is showing some genius that made him, well, the genius that he is. And to quote him, this is about a conversation that he's been having with Putin, and apparently some things are starting to get through. I talked to him a lot on how to reach a peaceful settlement in Ukraine. And I always hang up the phone and say, well, that was a good conversation. Then they fire rockets at Kiev or some other city. And I say, strange. When it happens 3 or 4 times, as you say, talk me nothing. Like, bro, like, you tell him not to do so. It's like a toddler. Like, hey, man, stop taking crayons to the wall. He's like, yeah, got it, Dad. And then he just crayons your entire wall. And 3 or 4 times he does it, and you still haven't taken the crayons away from the kid. Like, that's on you at that point.
You know, if you can't trust a toddler at their word, or you know, a psychotic dictator who also has an uncontrollable ego, it's sort of dealing with the same thing. It's actually a really good analogy.
Like a megalomaniac who's told you, like, this is our country, it belongs to us, and like, well, I'm going to just talk with him on the phone, and that should quiet him down. Like, you freaking idiot.
Yeah, maybe he needs to do one of those Chuck Schumer things and write a strongly worded letter to him.
Just a sweet, like, TikTok safety video. Like, this one's going to bring peace. Left arm out, right arm out. Flip him in the chest. Like, boom, solved.
You know, I got to say, as much as I would have loved Kamala, there is at least a 30% chance there would have been some sort of TikTok dance to stop Putin. And honestly, we'd never get a Democratic president ever again.
Yeah. What was it? Was it in New York City, I think, the one guy in the do-rag who was there?
Yes.
When they were all... It's just a blast to see. So... But going back to old the fearless leader, he also shared what happens when he comes home after such phone calls. And he talks to his wife and clearly assesses that he's the smart one. It's like, I go home and I tell the first lady, you know, I spoke to Putin today. We had a wonderful conversation. And she says, oh, really? Another Ukrainian city was just hit.
There's not a chance. She talks to him. Just
Donald, I hate you.
Talk to Putin today, like, I hate you so much. I hate everything about you.
Did you see him
try that I was sold to you.
Yeah. Like, did you see him trying to pull on her to kiss her? I forgot which event this was at.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, anytime they're out in public, he's trying to pull her over, like, be affectionate. Like, nothing happens.
No. She won't hold hands with the man. He's so disgusted.
I mean, it's public domain. Like, he's out there plowing a porn star while she's preggo.
I'm with you. Like, there's 100 reasons to hate the man.
Yeah.
That's just one good one for her.
I mean...
But somehow she's off limits.
Yeah, no, she's like the Eva Braun. Like, if you're hanging out with Hitler, you're also fair game. We get to trash you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? If Nancy Reagan had pictures of her box online, we'd be bringing that up too.
But that just shows you how much of a woman she is. And then that man that Obama's married to, like, I'm sorry, but a woman with muscles makes you feel effeminate. Like, that's on you, homie.
Speaking of Nance, did you ever hear that rumor about her?
Huh.
Evidently, world-class top.
Who's this?
Nancy Reagan.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you ever get bored or, you know, immediately after listening to this podcast, go Google it. Evidently, stories are wild about just world-class head.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
I know, super interesting.
When you're not wasting your time on drugs, not even once, you get to pursue other hobbies, I guess.
Sometimes you just say, oh. But I digress.
Speaking of guys who gag, let's get back to our president. So Trump also came out and he said that Putin is clearly a tough guy, and he's fooled so many. He fooled Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, but not me, the president said. So that should tell you that this man is a genius. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. 6-dimensional chess, losers.
Was this in the same interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so after he says, like, all those things, he's like, yeah, I have a conversation, shoots up a city. I go talk to my wife, say it was a good talk, shoots up a city. He's fooled everybody. He ain't fooling me, baby.
Didn't you clearly just say the first lady said he fooled you?
Like, you legit cited sources on how he fooled you on multiple occasions. He's like, not me.
He wasn't fooling me. He just didn't do the things he promised.
It's called the long con, you idiots.
Read Art of the Deal. It's all over it.
What's it called? Again, I keep quoting these Twitter things. It's one guy's like, went to the local supermarket today, spent $100. Looks like it's I'm carrying a deficit with him. Imposed 50% tariffs on supermarket. Now I lost $150. Art of the Deal, baby.
I saw that one. Yeah. You can't explain tariffs to these people.
No,
they're paying it.
I mean, once you figured out that Mexico's going to pay for a wall that you want built, and you're like, yeah, that's believable. Like, the tariff thing's not a hard sell.
I have kind of wondered, why hasn't he gone back to that wall?
Because the grift is over. You're moving on to something else.
You think he could definitely get them to put in money for a wall for real this time?
No, but seriously, though.
No, but this time we're for real.
He's going to do the Putin approach. He's like, okay, what a good, like, but seriously, this time we're really building a wall. And it's not Steve Bannon's freaking yacht that he's going to buy with your money from a GoFundMe page.
Mexico's going to pay for it, but you can also chip in.
Because we need more of your tax dollars so you can complain about the price of groceries while you keep paying for a wall.
I love it. Oh, then I'm going to pardon Steve Bannon.
He's got a yacht I need to hop onto.
Which, now, because of your money, he's able to write off.
Smile.
Oh, keep giving him money, guys. It's great.
So, in addition to all that that's happened, it's more good things have actually come out for Ukraine. And again, I'm taking this with a grain of salt until it actually happens, and there's no takebacks or Vance jumps out of a couch cushion and screams reverse, and everything goes back. Like, I'm not trusting it till it happens, but he's come out, and a lot of senators are actually pushing for tariffs. And Lindsey Graham, say what you will about him and his extracurricular activities that Nancy Reagan would be jealous of, but he's actually been pushing for some heavy-duty tariffs on Russia, and he's actually been a very good supporter of Ukraine, other than the times where he's just had to kiss the ring and say in public whatever the president was feeling. But he's come out, and one of the things he said is 100% tariffs. And Trump has agreed with this one, but like all really strong things is like, we're going to impose 100% tariffs on you. And you've had 6 months to get this peace deal, but we'll give you another 50 days. Like, which makes no sense. And another thing about 100% tariffs, and I don't know if you could explain this to me or anyone who listen to this thing can, I don't know, send in some questions and actually an explanation. If we're technically not supposed to be buying anything from Russia right now, why are we doing tariffs?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense unless they're saying, like, we're having 100% boycott, but we also know you're still going to buy stuff from them.
It's like jacking up a price on fentanyl. Be like, all right, well, I guess now it's 600% more expensive, but it's still illegal, so you do you.
And maybe it's one of those drug czar things where they're just like, it's technically illegal, but we know you're going to do it. We got to get those those UFC fight links from somewhere.
It's not like the government controls the price of drugs or anything else. Like, it's a black market. It's not controlled by anyone other than the people who run the space laser program and control our weather.
The banks, Hollywood, so on and so forth.
Allegedly, unless you're MTG, then it's 1,000,000%.
Yeah, that's what Kanye told us.
That's bad. So apparently now that with Vladimir Putin and our mighty president, they're drifting apart, it kind of reminded me about something. Do you remember the story about Vladimir Putin and Robert Kraft?
I remember vaguely.
So you have a Super Bowl ring. So
yes.
this is going to be something on here. So we're going to do a little quick sports episode. On Sunday, Chelsea beat Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, in 3-0. And it was played in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the birthplace of modern soccer. And the father of democracy, Donald Just Play Trump, was also in attendance. And much like the birthday parade, depending on who you listen to, will tell you what kind of response he had. Because some people piped in crowd noise, and in reality, that man was booed. But who knows? Either way, the whole match ends. Chelsea beats them 3-0. And our own personal Gollum over there is just attracted of his giant gold statue. And he comes out with the president of FIFA on stage, and he carries this thing out, and he's presenting to him. Did you see any of this?
Oh, yeah.
So we do lip reading, and it's like, I think it's the captain of Chelsea. Like, he looks at him, he's like, hey, can he leave now? And Trump just stands there, and he's like, like, I'm not going anywhere. And they're out there. They start doing the jumps. They're taking the group photo. And he's still there. Like, the guy doesn't leave.
It was awesome. It was so awkward and weird. It was like Larry David could have produced it.
Like, he's in there the entire time. But the cool thing about, like, AI is the fact that I saw the picture that the club put up. And they photoshopped him out of it. It's just nothing but, like, a dark shadow in there. And it's done perfect. If you didn't know that his 6'5", 215-pound man was in that picture earlier, you wouldn't know he was removed from it.
They did such a good job on that markup. They had to have been using, like, Adobe Pro, much like Pam Bondi and them did when they deleted all that footage from the Epstein's security camera.
They definitely paid for a license on that one.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you hear about the trophy, though?
I did. And it's so on brand. I love it.
It's insane. So, in case you haven't heard, that trophy that Trump ended up presenting to the team, actually, that was a replica trophy because he took the original and he's leaving it at the White House. And I'm sure if his presidency ever ends, he's running off with that one inside a Saudi jet and inside any crypto that he mines, and God knows how many other grifts he's going to have going. But to take, like, I could understand, a Lombardi trophy. That's American. Like, a baseball trophy, something else like that. But, like, just to grab a FIFA World Cup thing, I guess because it's gold, he ran off with it, but who does that?
Do you think, give it 2 years, maybe 3? Let's say 3.5 years, okay, leading up into his 2028 campaign. Is he going to then gaslight us and be like, and I won this FIFA trophy? I was part of this team.
He's got a Medal of Honor by then. He looks like one of those North Korean generals, just all decked out with medals.
It's like Kim Jong-un shooting hoops with Rodman. He was like, yes, I was part of the 96 Lakers. Like,
hey, like back in the day, he gave money to a young boy, and that boy turned out to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's 100%. That story is eventually going to turn into he made the final score, the third goal in that FIFA World Cup.
He got snuffed out of a Cool Runnings as a real guy who propelled a Jamaican bobsled team to victory.
Well, he definitely could have been the guy who got fired for cheating in the very beginning.
Yeah. He never would have caught.
Turned it around. Oh,
That's the whole wraparound, and that's how I found it's funny. I was like, that's a straight up Vlad move right there, just to take the trophy, because Putin currently looks like he won a championship with the New England Patriots since he never returned Kraft's ring back to him.
well, shame on Kraft for letting him hold it in the first place, and I guess shame on Chelsea. Should have saw this coming.
What ring? What trophy?
Yeah, there's only so many times you can blame the scorpion for stinging you.
That's on you guys. Shiny things, our president, you know he's keeping it.
Speaking of self-inflicted gunshot wounds,
Ooh.
The Texas flood kill count has just passed the 130 mark, and despite the ruling party's best efforts to shield themselves from the blame game, it's becoming more and more apparent that this tragedy could have gone a whole lot better than it did. Kerr County officials knew for the better part of a decade their flood warning system needed a major upgrade, but it was going to cost them a cool $1 million to do. So, because nobody wants to up their own taxes, they repeatedly voted it down 3 times between 2017 and 2024.
But I mean, that's kind of like putting a price on a human tragedy. Like, hey man, it's going to be $1 million, but it's going to save a bunch of lives. Like, ooh, I don't think we got that in the budget. Like, I don't know, maybe charge 10 cents a plastic bag at the grocery store. I know it's unconstitutional and it's communism, but let's save a couple people, little small things here and there.
Well, if I can cut you off from the rest of your Biden crime family talk. Now, I do understand to an extent, okay? $1 million is nothing to sneeze at, and they don't want to raise their own taxes. I get it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Here's the thing about that. Way back in the COVID days of 2021, that evil commie dictator and amateur narcoleptic Sleepy Joe Biden handed Kerr County $10 million under the pandemic-era American Rescue Plan Act.
Well, he auto-penned it to him, so it wasn't real money.
Yeah, well, it seems like a slam dunk, right? You can spend $1 million on the flood warning upgrade that you've been saying you've needed for almost a decade, and you have $9 million left to do whatever else you need to build yourself up or whatever. Win-win in my book. But my book is generally based on logic, and frankly, this is Trump country we're talking about. Kerr County sent out a survey to residents regarding this $10 million gift from the evil empire, and 42% of respondents said to send the money back. So that's a pretty clear picture of the people you're dealing with. Almost half the people said things like, quote, "We don't want to be bought by the federal government, thank you very much," which or, my favorite, send the money back to, send the money back to the Biden administration, which I consider to be the most criminal, treasonous, communist government to ever hold the White House. I'm not going to lie, my sympathy is starting to wane for these people.
Like, do they just not take, like, public roads? Like, do they not have, like, works and everything else? Like, they do know, like, the federal government does provide for certain things.
How about that military they love to raise up on a pedestal because they're protecting us? I'm assuming those are state paid?
Like, it makes no sense. Like, everything I hate is communism. Like, God. Like, and now they're getting ready to get rid of the Department of Education, so it's only going to get worse.
It's okay. They're not going to have enough money for education because they're going to keep buying Trump cologne and all this other dumbass.
When do you think he's going to release, like, Trump paint and Trump glue sticks so these guys can just sniff and, like, name brand stuff?
All that stuff that he couldn't sell at Macy's, the Trump ties and the Trump shirts and suits and all, it's all next. It's all next. I'm telling you. Trump steaks is coming back. I guarantee it.
Speaking of things that are making a comeback, he does have a jet. He did have Trump Airlines, didn't he? Or was that Hooter Airlines? Am I getting too confused?
It was both. It was both.
It could be one by the time this presidency's done, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Just straight flights to an island of a man who used to live there.
Unfortunately, Hooters Airlines was around when I was very anti-flying, and that was a missed opportunity for me, and I regret it on a regular basis.
It's still anti-flying. What are you talking about?
I've gotten better.
But bar set
much,
rather
but
low.
It's a low bar. What do you want to do? All right, so just to recap, after years of knowing they need to replace the flood warning system, they got handed 10 times the amount they needed to replace it, but wanted to refuse the cash because F the Democrats, which sounds about right. But luckily for everybody involved, the town reps had a different thought. If they refuse this $10 million, it might get sent to one of those blue states like California. Well, F that and the horse it rode in on. So the reps came up with a better idea. They'd take the cash, but instead of spending 10% on the flood warning system, they decided to blow it all on county employee raises. That'll teach those dirty Dems to mess with Texas. Yeehaw, bang, bang, or whatever they say down there. Don't forget the Alamo. Kerr County took the cash to teach the evil Biden administration a lesson, and all it cost was a bunch of drowned children.
I do like the fact that they're like, hey man, this is going to go to California. Like, well, technically, California gives more to the federal government than it takes in, but it is what it is. And this whole, like, we're going to keep the cash to own the libs, it reminds me of all the stories that I keep seeing of these guys, like, online, and these families, like, yeah, man, I voted for Trump, like, just because I want to own the libs. And then there's a follow-up story like, well, my grandma got deported.
Well, manufacturing's not back as fast as they thought, so they're towing my trailer home.
Like, my business is out, so now I have to return the truck that I bought. Like, yeah. You guys suck.
Yeah, you know what? They deserve it. Like I said, my sympathy is really starting to wane here, man. I am getting to the part, and it hurts. I don't care.
Yeah. No sympathy for self-inflicted wounds. You do this to yourself, you live with it.
No, especially after Trump came out and was like, no, F California. They deal with their own fires. I don't care. And they're like, we're sending everything we can to you, Texas. We're doing it as fast as we can. We're sending you the max amount.
Yeah.
Which I found funny because Kerr County's not the only one to blame here. There's also new reports saying Kristi Noem initiated a new policy that she had to personally approve anything that cost over $100,000, which delayed FEMA response to the submerged areas of Texas. And if that didn't suck hard enough for you, this'll do the trick. New reports show Noem laid off hundreds of call center contractors on July 5th, the day after the effing flood. On July 4th, FEMA responded to 99% of all calls in to them because that's what they're there for. The next day, July 5th, that dropped to 36%. Okay? Just you call and nobody answers. Can you guess what July 6th was?
No clue.
16% of calls answered. Maybe she was just showing solidarity with Elon and his Tesla stock by also dropping like a brick.
I saw the interview, like someone had a question her about it, and obviously, if you listen to Kristi, that's fake news. Everyone's still there. No one's ever left. Yada yada yada. Like, and that's always great. And as long as we don't fact check any of our government leaders and ever speak truth to power, everything's going just fine.
Yeah. So when pushed for a response, Noem held her head high and explained her decision with logic-based, thought-provoking assessment of, who am I kidding? She called all these reports fake news and lied her puppy-killing balls off about what a kick-ass job she's been doing.
Yeah.
Did you see she was busy posting which 3 oil paintings should be hung up in her government buildings? There was like, we have blonde horse left, we have blonde horse right, and we have Alligator Alley Tactical. That's what she was doing while all these people were drowning.
It was a young child floating on a door versus young family being deported, and then another one be like, we're kicking out the first responders from Mexico and getting them deported while they're trying to help, and the federal government isn't.
We are getting drastically close to There was no flood.
Why the preacher got a nice car? Don't ask, no questions.
Exactly. Oh,
Let's skip it before we get canceled. I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey.
Daddy, chill.
Later, Gators.